What's up, guys? It's Mr. Javid, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server for this epic live. I wanted to use, well, that's not exactly true. I am using Breloom. I wouldn't say I wanted to use it, but when I saw it, I wanted to use it. If that makes any sense. So I didn't look for a team wanting to use the Breloom, but then I saw it and I was like, I have not used Breloom in years. One of my favorite mons back in the day. So that's that. We're still on the grind. Rocks plus Shadow Ball wins me game. That's my game plan. I mean, I could do a little more complicated, but I am still low ladder, though I shouldn't be disrespecting my opponents in such a manner. So there is that. But I'll just win with Rocks plus. Excellent. He could have like Specs Thunderbolts, but I'm an Empoleon, and I don't care. I won't die to any one hit. Maybe Specs Focus Blast would do me in, but I seem to have, I don't remember how much Empoleons. No, I have no special defense. It's just that high. It's 1-on-1. It's decent. Thought it was a little higher. Empoleon should have Roost. Like, if you're gonna do a new game, and you gave things that didn't have access to certain things like close combat as a TM and all these things. I know, Roost was a TM in the past and Empoleon didn't get it, but it's and it's not even like Roost would make Empoleon like that. I mean, it'd be solid, but it's not like it would make it some broken mon, they gave Zapdos Hurricane. Like, come on guys, let's get it together. So obviously here, Flame Body superpower. If this dude's mad disrespectful. Going for watch me mess him up, y'all. Watch me mess him up, because he just disrespected me with that Scizor switch, as if my Empoleon doesn't know the move Hydro Pump. Craziness. So that means it doesn't necessarily mean that it's Spadef Scizor, but he came in really comfortably as if he was Kingpin. Don't like that at all, so I had to double on him. I know this is slightly off my usual narration style of like super in depth, but as I get back into the groove of playing, because I haven't played, I've been working on this a billion things, so I haven't really played in a long time, and so it does take a bit to get back into the swing of things. And I don't know the metagame for this tier. Excuse me. I don't know the metagame for this tier. I don't know why Thunder Wave is on those Zams so much. I'm gonna just not put Thunder Wave on there. Watch me need it. Life of Jam. This could be a roll. He's definitely at 53, not 54. I'm modest. I'll go for it. Yeah, that's just how most race rolls. When I realized I was modest, I knew it was over with. Which is really tough for a lay opponent, as he opts for Infernape. So definitely edge coming out. Stealth. This guy is a beast. I mean, who goes for? Part of me wants to Dragon Claw here because I know the D-Knight can take. D-Knight can be annoying. I mean, he can only hit me with a CC. If he were to go to D-Knight and Dragon Dance, like I could actually feasibly lose. So he U-turns, and again, I'd assume D-Knight. It could be Gardevoir if that's the case. What's my hazard control? I'm not sure. So he goes Gardevoir. Moonblast. Okay. Positionally, I don't mind having Garden. If I'm a long way away from Custap. The way he's playing this is as if it's Scarf, because he's played it like, okay, well, if you go to Gardevoir, if you go for Earthquake, I'll eat the Earthquake and take it and go for Moonblast. The great thing about Empoleon being in is it has Ice Beam. Scizor, very interesting. Don't have any hazard control, but I want to say I don't need to. I'm curious as to. I doubt the Infernape can touch my Moltres. So I'm guessing he was just sacking it then. Okay then. This is perfect. The Scizor didn't wake up. I could Hurricane here to one-shot the Infernape. But the Infernape shouldn't be able to touch me. Should have dual stab. So Gardevoir rears his ugly head. My gut is telling me a trick is coming out here. Trickery. Oh, Thunderbolt. Fook. I couldn't have, because of rocks and there's no boots. I'm like conditioned to expect the boots. But I realize, well, I can't really switch willy-nilly like I'd like. Knock, Flame Body, all these fun things. Well, he doesn't have knockoff. What are the moves they have now? What are these kids running these days? I'm kidding. I have no hazard control. Ice Punch, burn him. Some nonsense right there. That is some nonsense right there. But upside, Ice Shard can come out. Oh, he actually just, I think I win. Thinking. My thing is the damn D-Knight. Well, T-Wave Zam is actually going to come in clutch. I'll position Zam versus the D-Knight. Sash. Well, maybe I don't even need to. I'll just Mach Punch here, bring him to Blitz range, unless it's Fire Point. Oh, Flamethrower. Okay. Blaze boosted Flamethrower. But this allows for me to invite in that Dragonite. Opts for the Scizor, so be it. Scizor is gonna wake up here, so be it. Yeah, I'll say Defox immediately, which might mean the game is over. Yeah, because I just rage here. There's no need to Dragon Claw, because he can probably live a Dragon Claw. It might live it enough to where Rough Skin kills. Let me run a calc on this. I don't see a reason not to outrage if he goes Scizor to a KO. And then we're staring down Infernape. No, there's a reason. If it Dragon Claw kills, it's always the play. You're probably like, jam, Dragon Claw. Like, I'm guaranteed Dragon Claw doesn't kill. I just don't know if it'll do enough to where Rough Skin will take him out. If that's the case, then I'll do it. Dragonite. Oh, you offensive, sure. That's if that's what these kids are running these days. Not Scale Shot. Scale Shot would have actually been decent here, because it would go through the multi-scale. 84 to 90 is pretty likely, but I'm just gonna outrage. Goodbye. Evisceration. And yeah, but this might just destroy him. Wow. Actually did a lot less than I expected. I'm glad I didn't get confused that turn in particular. So yeah. Yeah, he played well. It's time to get more points. It's time to rise. So Agent Kiowa, a Hunter fan here, I see. Breloom destroys. Spore, all this fun stuff. All this stuff of funness. Empoleon is very good as well. Like if I was agility, I'd eat him. Moltres is pretty bad. Garchomp is horrible as long as that Togekiss is around. My plotter here is the man. And Gengar Focus Blast. So I think I'll eat his lunch with Gengar early, because I'm pretty sure he's gonna give me T-Tar, which would open up Zam's endgame a far easier, because I don't want to have to Focus Blast Tyranitar in particular. Heatran is easy enough to beat down, but I mean, if I miss, my Gengar just dies. Alternatively, I could I just feel like some trickery is about to come out, like Will-O-Wisp or something. I could also see Rotom being a lead and him Volt switching. I would just go Gengar because I feel like Rotom comes out right. And this is where I'd like to go for the Focus Blast. But since he led the Rotom, I'll Sludge Bomb. Because people play Rotom like they play... actually, Shadow Ball is better. Sludge Bomb does a little bit more, but I'd rather guarantee the value if he randomly goes to Heatran for some crazy reason. I don't want to Focus Blast and he stays in. Because people play Rotom like Lando. Like Rotom was Lando before. Well, Lando came out in Gen 5, so I guess not. But kinda. I think maybe Rotom was more Lando than Lando was. Lando became Lando in the sense of people throwing it into everything in Gen 6. But correct me if I'm wrong on that. So he's Scarf, which I was hoping wouldn't be the case. This is why I wanted to just Focus Blast. But it is what it is, you know. That does mean Empoleon has a little easier time. Leftovers Tyranitar. I probably should have went Loom first, in all honesty. This was likely a misplay. There's so many ways I can go about this. I know he's going to leave it in. I just don't want to miss and get no value out of the turn. This is why Loom was better. I Spore Force and then I could double out to Empoleon. So yeah, I should have thought that through. This was not the best play. So what I'll do is ensure some value out of this Empoleon as he actually opts for the Rotom. So this is where he wisps, hydros, whatever he wants to do. If he does not hydro hard, I could see him tricking, could see him hydroing. Again, because he's unveiled that he is Scarf, there's going to be a reluctance. It's irrelevant anyway. I don't need to. This Rotom in particular is something I want like beaten down. Even if he were to leave it in, a Torrent boosted Hydro Pump would do him good. Do him well. Do him well. To the point where, well, what would his Defogger be? It could be Togekiss. I don't know what still has Defog in it. I don't know what anything else has in this tier, to be honest with y'all. But if we get to a point where this Rotom gets battered down, now that I know his T-Tar set, a plot, Zam just wins. I'd have to hit the Focus Blasts, of course. I'm also in a place where Garchomp. Well, no, Togekiss is too damn good. It's decently low risk to Volt Switch. The issue is, what do you switch into if I stay in, right? Because this is your only water resist. And because it is, I did not expect it to be just a Scarf Rotom. I find that in the beginning of generations, people try to make things that were trash. Or maybe not generations, but metagames, things that were trash. The attempt to make it good again. So this is where if he put me in Torrent, it would have been good. But as I said, there's a pretty low risk play. I'm going for that. And that's what I was talking about. Absolutely no motherfucking value out of the turn. Now I'm in a horrible spot. Just horrendous. Like that Hydro Pump there would have been huge. Because then Zam wouldn't have to plot. For this thing in particular, because it's Psyshock, not Psychic. So yeah. The game's probably lost, if I'm honest with you. I don't have a Dragon Resist. Well, Moltres is bad anyway, so I might as well send it in. I feel like this guy is just a reckless kind of guy. He just has Stone Edge. Never mind. I was going to say just a reckless kind of guy that would... I couldn't go hard Loom because he could Outrage. I guess Empoleon. Like, the miss there really sucked. But it's my bad play, and even going to Empoleon on... He goes Tran. That's actually really good for my... That's actually, like, really good. Especially if he goes Togekiss here. Mach Punch. Man, I want the Tran to stay asleep here. If it doesn't... Then I only have to hit one Focus Blast. No. Still have to hit two. This is... So he does wake up, which blows, but it is what it is. Especially because he just goes to Togekiss here and there's nothing I can do. He really want Rotom Wash. This guy is actually crazy. Rotom was a horrible play. I should have Dragon Clawed though. Expecting what? I'm getting crushed. It's funny. The funny thing about it is that the plays he's making are like super high risk with little to no reward. Like volt switching there and letting me, let's say I sack Chomp and I kill your Rotom. Absolutely no reason. What is my water resist? Everything you could Hydro Pump there gets 2-hit KO'd. And even if I go to Rotom, go to Breloom, then the burden of either sporing or whatever is now on me, you know? So very interesting decisions. It's funny because had I played it like how I expected in the beginning, meaning led Gengar, went for the Focus Blast, I'd have killed his T-Tar, killed like most of his team, frankly. But I'm getting an idea of how this guy thinks. Very like high risk. Custap is what? I don't remember. Very like high risk, just kind of gut style of player. So I'm gonna nasty plot here. If it's Scarfgar, I lose. But very like, oh, I'm gonna go off instinct, no real game plan. So my thing here is just to get his if his Rotom was gone here, this was the moment I'd be waiting for. Now, because I allowed the Heatran to wake up and he hit the Magma Storm, but also again versus the Heatran, the Garchomp versus Heatran, I should have factored in the misplay of Rotom, because Rotom on a Dragon Claw there even I could outrage freely because if Togekiss comes in, I'm not locked in, so I could switch. So outrage there was free. I catch your Rotom gets battered. But I just gotta learn more about this stuff. As I said, very gut-based player. So if I hit this Focus Blast, I'm in the game. Excellent. To be expected. Here comes the Rotom, and this is what I meant, right? Like, if I just did what I knew to do, this wouldn't even be a game. I'm debating whether or not it's better to go to Garchomp here. Go to Garchomp. But if I know, based on how he plays, I can see him either tricking or Hydro Pumping here, which are both horrible decisions. Trick less so, but certainly Hydro Pump. Man, I am super tempted to so let's say he tricks your Volt Switches. If he Hydro Pumps, I get Breloom in. I can plot again. I'll do that. Yeah, excellent. Excellent. I'll watch him double Volt Switch. That would be a dreadful decision though, especially if I am. So there's the Togekiss. And Custap activates when I don't remember Custap activation. I have no speed. If it's because I really want this gone for my Garchomp. I don't give a fuck if he sees. I think when you dash data, they can't see. But when you 1/4, oh, I need another rock switching. Man, this would be super clutch. It's funny because the thing I'm saving Chomp for is this, but then I have to end up socking it. He really went for Defog. This dude went for Defog on my Empoleon. So Empoleon could have killed his Togekiss, which would have freed up. For what? None of your team really like, if anything, well, I don't think Rocks punishes him any more than it punishes me. Okay. Well, at least I know Empoleon won't die, so I'll get a Custap turn. So he's definitely staying in. I'm just curious. So Hydro Pump, Torrent boosted versus Flash Cannon. So what? Flash Cannon with stab is 120, so that's 240. Hydro Pump. Does the effect, is it double? 240. Let's see how much this does. Wow, didn't kill. I know he's faster than me. I mean, it does help that. I mean, if Flash Cash Cannon it's 63%. Well, I wish I did more with my Empoleon. I could have gotten a lot more out of Empoleon for two reasons. He defogged the turn. This reminds me of that game I played with the guy with the Executor when he was trying to choke the game. So there is a possibility. There's the opportunity he chokes this. And the reason I want to keep Garchomp is because it doesn't allow him to Volt Switch whenever he wants. I kind of have to hope that Loom is faster. I mean, you took nothing. I doubt you're ever max speed. You took like nothing. So I'll Spore. Oh, wow, he is. Well, fuck. Wow, he took. I'm a modest Empoleon. I'll hope for the crit here. Yeah, I knew he'd have Thunder Wave when he said GG. I knew he'd had Thunder Wave. So there's so many ways I could have won that game. But yeah, you live and you learn. I'm not sure whether this class. I mean, I'm definitely in lower ladder, but I'm not sure like what part of lower ladder, because the top of the ladder for this is far lower than OU. So let's say 1400 in this tier, maybe 1600 in OU. But yeah, I got fucking throttled there. So I just have to make. That's why I should have made it a proper game plan, in all honesty, and didn't just go off turn by turn. Because if I had a proper game structure, it would matter far less what he did. And so I just made a loose game. I don't even call it a game plan. Just a loose kind of wham bam, thank you, man. And his aggressive sort of, I'm going to try to outpredict you nature ended up harming me in the long term. When that I think could have been several times a very easy win. So live, you learn there. I am kind of disappointed at the. But I am lower ladder, so I guess I'm really excited to play some skilled players. I might play this one like long, because when I thought about it, I was like, I haven't really been enjoying this tier. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, well, I haven't really played anybody. You know, no disrespect like that. Like, I'm on the lower ladder, so obviously it's not going to be as fun. So I want to play people who are, well, I obviously have to ladder up first, but I'm going to play people who are like, you know, giving me a good game, like oh shit, I got to really think this through, and you know, things of that nature. So I'm actually gonna upload this all week so I can get to those parts, because I'm actually low-key kind of fun. I'm having a little fun, you know what I'm saying? That's a horrible lead by him. Unless this is timid. This is jolly or timid taunt Scarm. But you never lead. Like something like Riloom, which shuts an entire Pokemon down. You never want to lead in a disadvantageous position versus a Pokemon like that, right? Or you get punished very, 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 very heavily. I just realized I had sub on this. Like, I literally ignored the other move. Was there a place for that? No, there wasn't really a place for that. He has no good fires. It's good. And Scarm hasn't taken a sleep turn, so Garchomp is decently safe. Okay, I see what time you on. I see what time you on, young king. Shadow Ball Gengar goes crazy. I just do not want to have to eat a Hurricane if that's the route he decides to go. So what I'm gonna do is SD first, because if he hits the Hurricane, okay, he just U-turns. So I'm really glad I didn't go Gengar there, because Weavile would have punished me heavily. I mean, I guess it did punish me, but it forces him to go for the ice move, which puts me in a phenomenal spot. As I roar, man, Starmie's a beach. I do not know what to expect from this Pokemon. Do not know what to expect here. I'm just gonna Hydro Pump Thunder Wave. This guy right here, man. This guy right here, bros. this guy right here. One of them. He's one of those. So no one is safe from this Starmie, for it enjoys the wave of thunder. That's annoying, because I know he's thunder waving me again. At the upside, I suppose he can't. Leftovers, thunder wave. Water move, I'm sure. Okay. Get some Spidef drops out here. Recover, probably water move. So Loom can come in on him. Zapdos has U-turn and Thunder Wave. I don't even get what the Thunder Waves are for. What, Metagross? You're gonna Iron Head flinch me? Iron Head isn't even in the game. Or I think Jirachi doesn't get Iron Head, more accurately. What is this? That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Like, what's going on? Like, what's the method? Not like I went into this game with any other than, you know, get them up. Nice. So he U-turned on my Chomp. I doubt he has room for a. Yeah, he should U-turn. I was gonna say I doubt he has room for a flying move on this. Mans went Starmie as if Starmie's king. I swear if Ice Beam is his alternative move, I'm gonna fight somebody. Okay. That's what I thought. So somebody's about to get murked. Well, I could SD, goes back to full EQ, doesn't kill. There are so many ways to go about this. It is because Moltres would be a fine switch in here. That's if he's not a Toxicer. Breloom's a fine switch in. That's a waste of a Sash. Gengar's a fine switch in. So what I'll do here, Defog. Interesting. I'll Claw first. Okay, he just leaves it in. To U-turn. This guy, U-turn, fucking Thunder Wave, his two favorite fucking moves, man. So we'll see what he has in stored. Probably Icicle Crashes again. Yeah. Let me hold them rocks again. What is it? Brick Break? I could see Brick Break coming out. This guy looks like a Brick Break kind of guy. Come on, bro. That didn't really matter, but you know, I can still complain about it. So Gengar here to stop these spin shenanigans you got going on. Ah, man, I'm about to sacrifice my Gengar for this Starmie. Damn sure. Damn right I am. Goodbye. No more water resist for you, young man. Alright, so as if my Empoleon is about to break through paralysis and hit a Hydro Pump. The Silly Things Jam says. So this is the perfect opportunity to win, because that was his fire resist and oh yeah, that's what I wanted you to do, bro. That's what I wanted you to do. Yeah, because I know you only got U-turns. I doubt your Zapdos only electric moves probably Thunder Wave. Be slower than me right now. Be slower. Yes, victory's mine. Wow. Is he max special defense? I am mod. He's max special defense. Why would that be the set? That's actually an issue. That actually deeply disturbs me. His max special defense. He's leaving it in, but it's fucking static. Do not want Garchomp paralyzed. Well, but I'll East Coast Arm. Man, he is max special defense. That peeves me. And it was a wise Scarm. So that means me. He's going to U-turn eventually. He's going to get impatient and U-turn eventually. No, he's wising up. So let's pivot to Empoleon on the Scarm. I'll Hydro. I know he's going to leave it in. Wow. Did he whirlwind? Ice. So here's my thing here. Ice beam kills him, whether if he doesn't wake up. But hydro kills him if he wakes up and roosts. But I have to break through and hit. So does he wake up first? He's definitely waking up. Okay. EMPOLEON! Them hydros are hitting, man. Yikes. They're gonna rocks here to point. Oh, you thought. I know your only attacking move is Thunder Wave. Ooh, EMPOLEON is not playing these games. Flash Cannon, go. I knew it was a brick break kind of guy. What did I tell you guys? Trust the Jamster. It's a brick break kind of guy. I'm gonna round out at 1400. Maybe brick break is actually the move. I'm just talking shit. What do I know? Guy probably definitely has more games under his belt than I. So we learning the metagame. This team is alright. I mean, I'd like more teams if you guys have them. This is like a super old team from almost a month ago. Have fun, brother. So, that is a factor as well. Let's then factor in, the metagame currently. For Alligator, I love it. Gonna hit his Uzi. His Uxie. I won't kill it because it's a Uxie, and that's a problem for me not to kill it. Like, this is a horrible decision right here. My play would to go to EMPOLEON, dominate, and then go to Uxie, because he's gonna Thunder Wave me here. Yep. I know these lower ladder guys. Like, I know how they think. I'm inside their head. So no Ghost Resist team. This is a horrible decision. I know I can win either way, so it's not like a game defining misplay or anything like that. But poor decision for show. As I'd assume a crunch. I'd be very shocked to see Ice Beam here. Or Ice Punch or anything of that nature. Yeah. And then I punish with the claw. That crunch hurt, but that's sheer force boosted. Orb life 27%, which means +2. You're getting beat down. Yeah, the Gengar play was really bad. The funny thing about it is that Pressure Moltres actually would beat the Heatran 1v1. Well, that's if it's not Taunt. But even then. Yeah, I'm playing this one sloppily. Let me not get arrogant. EMPOLEON's actually low-key the win condition here. It's pretty funny. Yeah, I didn't. I should have just like switched my Gengar out, EMPOLEON, and blah blah blah. Did what I told you guys. Okay, let's figure this out. These glide scores are so strange to me because I don't know what their purpose in life is. So they could run Toxic, they could run, I've seen Defog, I've seen U-Turn. I'm gonna SD first. Okay, knock off. If he leaves it, then it dies, and I lose this. But he loses Glide Score, which does what for me? It would help Garchomp for sure. Knockoff did 23. EQ definitely takes me out. Dragon Claw Knife. If I'm going all in. The thing about it is just that the Latios comes in and just kills me. Dark days. Yeah, Gengar being like paralyzed was horrible. I knew the Uxie was gonna be max Spadef. Part of me, he actually goes Scizor first. If he's defensive, I don't think he kills. Oh, this dude does not respect. Does he U-turn? Oh, you don't have any kind of respect. So he just gave me Scizor. This is really great for my Alakazam, actually. Now I don't have to be as concerned. The level of disrespect. I'm hurricaning just on the odd chance he goes to the trend. I mean, I'm a fucking Moltres. That's a really big miss. That's like a huge miss. Like huge. Specifically because my Breloom won after that. Like Roxburgh's Breloom would have just won the game. Unless it's Timid Trend. Wow, that's a really big miss. Okay, I'll give up Gengar here. I don't even feel comfortable going hard Empoleon. Yeah, he predicted Empoleon. Man, that's really lame. Okay, so be it. Take my Gar. Your specs. I'm thinking if Spore is better than... No, Rock Tomb is best here. I don't want to Spore something that he wants me to Spore. Yeah. No, sir. No, sir. I could Spore this Tran, which would do what for me? Sporing Tran would mean I'd have to get bullet punched. And I'd have to hit with the Focus Blast. That's if he hits Magma Storm and is faster than me. Like, there are quite a few steps before then. I see. That's what these kids are running these days. Will-O-Wisp Timid. That's a bitch for me. This is where the Hurricane Miss was huge. That's where the Hurricane Miss was huge. So now I've got my Spore Fodder. Let's see what you lock into. Psychic. So Zam could do its damn thing here. Hydro Pump. Good Psychic there. I don't think it was necessary, but good Psychic. Saladios comes in. Thunderbolt. So I give up what? Yeah, that Hurricane Miss was big. He Thunderbolts here. I don't die. I don't think. If I don't die, then it's just over anyway. It's just how much don't I die? Meaning, if it's a... Let's run the calc. Oops. Where's the calc? Okay. Latios, choice specs, Thunderbolt. There are a couple ways to go about this, but if I die, like if I live comfortably, then where I'm outside of bullet punch range, Empoleon, no, it's way too much SPDEF, and your plus SPDEF nature probably, no sir. So Thunderbolt does, okay, I live that comfortably, like that's what I'm talking about, like comfortably, to where I can you know, everybody, I know everybody was like, Jam finna get paralyzed. I know everybody was like, Jam finna get paralyzed. That's a big deal, because now, before that, Heatran would, well, I guess I was still slower than Scizor. It's far from like a game losing like thing, but Confusion, Will-O-Wisp, whatever. I don't want to waste my time switching. Oh wow, he fucking woke up and got the... It's pretty whack. Yeah. This is fucking awesome. I actually meant to sub again there. It doesn't end up mattering, but yeah. Man, Pressure Moltres would have been a bitch. Oh yeah, my kitten found a home, by the way. So if he only has... GG. I wonder what his other move is. Flash Cannon, probably. So he's there at 14. So yeah. I'm chilling, y'all. I know that wasn't your usual jam. I have to entertain myself somehow. Plus, I really don't have the sharpness at the moment. I've been up since 5, writing the books. So I actually also just don't have the mental sharpness, even if I wanted to. So this is sort of an outlet for me throughout the days, and that's something I definitely was missing. I don't really watch TV or movies or anything, so coming on recordings and just, you know, unwinding with some mods with y'all is actually really therapeutic. This is my equivalent of a hobby. So yeah, thanks for watching to this point. Love y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.